Hey guys, welcome back to Vic to the Vale's channel, um, formerly known as Vicky Vale 83. I might be bringing that back. I ain't scared of nobody. Um, I changed my name for a reason a little while ago because of this dang on Ernestine case. So this is a text message sent by Sonya Durham, Walla, Quantisha, Shamika, Monisha at 1:29 a.m. And she's all over the place with these freaking, with her. She can't talk to him. She hasn't talked to him. From what we know, she hasn't talked to him. I believe she hasn't talked to him because she's just out. When she talks to him, her messages are short. When she doesn't talk to him, her messages are extremely long and delusional. So, April 28th, 1:29 a.m. These late night conversations with ex-prosecutors are interesting. It's all a game, like the Hunger Games. When it was just a 2020 warrant, no bond. That was July 22. No interview took place before mid-August. No bond, though? Nothing else going on but no bond. Eighth Amendment violated on an offense that carries a 10K bond. And they made sure to keep that charge outstanding without bond. Murder carries a bond. There's no oversight yet done deliberately. Understand King Holloway got a bond because there was no evidence of her guilt. She was going to plea or jail, but she was a nobody. See, Fulton is about the celebrities. I saw that watching a press conference that mentioned Steve Harvey, who knows nothing about the women, King or you outside of the ex. So that was out of line. Today was a good day. A lot of new information. Yay! We stay on it. Still looking for those calls 88 Kevin heard about jumping bond. Oh, that's right. He lied. You know your case was leaked to the media in March 23 from the county. Yes. After October 22, news stories got no attention. They straight took it to YouTube and threw Steve's name in it. Remember in court, Hoover said the county was leaking info. This was before that. See, it's a shit show. It's not about being guilty or innocent. Hunger Games. And then at 6:38 a.m., she says, Good morning, love. And he responds, Good morning. God is good all the time. And she puts all the time, smiley face.
Two tears in a bucket, motherfuckers.
I have to remember that one.
He's a this, he's a that, he's a this. And then that came out, and then the second blogger was like, well, we can't say that because that's not true. And we can't say that either because, they didn't even indict him. So, and I was like, that's exactly what I want. I wanted to look and stop just going from that April court hearing and saying, oh, he's this, he's that, oh, he can't be with animals and children, oh, what did he, all of that shit. That's what the narrative was. No, look at the case. That's what you need to do. Read the warrant, look at the case, make it make sense. That's it. Just all. That's all it is. The only thing that's hurt is if you speak on your defense because, they'll use it against you. But other than that, and the only thing I said was, I don't know because he can't talk about his case. So I can't speak on the defense side of the case. The only thing I can speak on is what the warrants are saying, which I say that on the phone all the time, what the warrants say. And stuff that's in my opinion with the warrant. And I clearly say that this is my opinion. It's not his opinion, this is my opinion. This is what the warrants are saying. And the warrants don't make sense.
No.
And that's what I say. Even if he had a warrant for that stuff they tried to say that happened with the Calvin dude, which was 2021, that's still no grounds for a search warrant that happened in 22. On top of the stuff that the landlord tried to say, that's still not grounds for a search warrant. Just because you have a warrant in another city, that doesn't give you grounds for a search warrant. And all they said was, oh, it's just cars in the driveway, and I didn't walk through the house and I just saw a little bit of furniture. And then, so even that's not grounds for a search warrant. And that's what I say, and that's what a couple attorneys that I spoke to said. So that is what it is. It's just, and everybody that I think to that's on the legal side always say nothing. All of this is the bullshit. They're not doing this correctly. He's getting railroaded.
Man, it seems like
it's
ain't got no end to it.
right. It's like who did he? They're all saying who did he piss off? That's what it is. They're all saying that, which like Trump, like everything that Trump's going through. Trump's going through that because he pissed off people. He spoke on some things. So now they're frying him in New York. They're frying him in Fulton County. He pissed off somebody. So now they're going to play dirty. And that's the same thing they're saying about your case, which is, who did he piss off? Because they playing dirty.
But so last night I saw on third case, one of his co-defendants got stabbed in the back. I used to see him every fucking time I went to court room down there because he was changing to his
He got stabbed, actually stabbed?
Yeah, actually stabbed in the back in the jail.
Oh, in Fulton County?
Yeah, this just happened 2 days ago.
Why did they say they stabbed him? Was he talking against him?
Suge, Nesto changed that subject so quick. Talking about, I'm not sure which YSL member he was talking about, but he definitely changed that subject. But I put the text messages and that clip from today's drop from Phone Calls from Prison together because it's just so interesting that she has become more and more deranged. And really, it was just irritating me the way she was saying, warrant, check the warrant. I go by the warrant, you have not pulled any paperwork. You're asking Sylvia to pull paperwork. And this is the call where his attorneys, his investigator for the public defender's office, literally went down there. It's like, do you want to represent yourself? I'm going to clip that too. And I may make a video on that. But literally asking him, it's like, listen, the way that you guys are moving out here, and they bring up Sonya. They probably just didn't say her name, but the girlfriend, and she's enthralled with this. It's just amazing, and this fool does not realize how much she's impacted him, and he's at fault for all of this. Really, he's a 60-year-old man. Let him tell this 61 and a half. 61 and a half, yo, man. I got 61 and a half years. That's what he calls himself, 61 and a half, even though he just turned 60. And also, remember, he called Shirley, them folks, 75 years old. And Shirley just turned 70. He's losing his mind in there. He's messing himself up and has not listened to any legal advice except from Sonya. So people who strived and struggled and probably took out major loans to go to college and then continue their education onto law school, pass the bar exam, the LSAT, all that stuff, and have to continue. Sorry, my recording cut off. I'm doing this as I'm preparing for work tomorrow. Y'all, but you gotta, when the inspiration gets to you, I'm promising myself just to get these videos out here, and then I'm gonna, sit down and do my live video. It just is what it is. So y'all are getting me in my rawest form, setting my coffee up on the timer. But anyway, he's trusting Sonya more than he's trusting his attorney. BC was an attorney who was able to get him at least a release, a bond. And BC told him, like, hey, they're working hard to keep you locked up. So just hang tight for a little bit. Let's see what's coming down the pipeline, because right now it's not looking like you're going to get a bond. I understand you want to get out. I understand this. Don't stop having that woman call me and threaten me and put bad reviews up on me. Like, he can't control her. He fucked up he picked a woman that he cannot control. That the thing about all his other women, he had some sort of control over. I don't think he had control over Erica King. I just think with Erica King, they might have had a relationship where there was an understanding there between the two of them, and she knew he was going. I kind of do believe her in a sense where she's like, well, he's got connections with celebrities because of his ties with Shirley. So it might have been that where Erica's like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this because he's actually, he does have connections. He can get me here, and there. But Erica, don't get it twisted. Erica had her connections. She has been a publicist, a preacher, and she's had several different lives and careers and so forth. So sorry, y'all, if that's distracting it. I apologize. Listen, the inspiration is here, so I got to get it done. But with Erica, it may not have been that. Erica probably just let him think he was the lead. But she, obviously she's a lot more intelligent than him in all ways. However, at this point, he's got a woman that he cannot control, baby. He cannot get her on a leash whatsoever. And he's proud that she's out here advocating for him, but listen to your attorneys. Just because they're white folks, you got a black attorney, just because the white folks are telling you, look, she's not doing you any good. She's not really helping you. You may want to just kind of cut it off a little bit to make things go smoother in court. The judge may not look too kindly on you being out here still talking online or still being posted online if you just eliminate a lot of your communications and just write, because they don't have access to that, at least yet, of your letters. Just pace yourself. Talk once a week. But no, his investigator came on down, told him, you're not looking good. We heard your conversation from the other day talking to the girlfriend. And I think this is the only call that he said that she was his girlfriend. So she should be proud. Bitch, he finally claimed you. Hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Somebody wants you. But that's why she's still here. Somebody want her. He needs her. She's all he got. CMB. We all we got. I don't know. It's crazy. And then these text messages, Lord have mercy. God forgive me for saying your name in vain. But these text messages, she is highly, highly deranged. There's one in here where she says, I'm crazy. And this is who you picked. You picked because he wanted excitement. He wanted to have some excitement. He wanted to do freaky, nasty stuff. Sometimes all that freaky, nasty stuff, it's not what it's cracked out to be. It's not what it's cracked up to be. You might dip your toes in crazy and it might get bit off. I don't understand why this man is still talking to this woman. Seriously. He was told in 2023 by his damn defense team. And then she goes on to say, fire them. Fire all your lawyers. Fire them. Yeah, represent yourself. She didn't say represent yourself, but I'm just saying that's where she was going. Yeah, represent yourself. Want me come in? I'll represent you. She walk in with that ponytail swinging. Ernest Williams is an innocent man. He was with me. She's risking it. She's not stupid, but she's crazy. I would be so frightened as a man. You know what I really do wonder what his thought process is. This is a text message this is a quick excerpt from the April 27th. She actually says, every attorney I spoke to said the same thing. Your whole case should be dismissed. To finesse situations, turning them into crime is crazy. They did it to Rump in front of the world with no shame. But karma is coming for him. Love you. You know I'm crazy. I'm not holding my tongue. If those bloggers can go online and speak on this, so can I. My point of view. So he said he was going to do a fast, but then she just continues to break his fast by texting him, and he's so bored in there that she's not even giving him a time frame to break. He said I'll text me if there's updates on my case. She's not even giving him a time to just kind of sit, maybe learn the alphabet, learn his ABCs, learn his 1, 2, 3s, learn colors, Roy G. Biv, learn how to count to 20, things like that. It's things that are educational. It's going to help him in the future. He's not doing anything. She's not giving him time to do anything but just sit and call her, and so she could just sit and watch him. Hey, handsome man. Hey. And she keeps drawing attention to that tooth. All right, this wasn't supposed to be a rant about Sonya, but it was just to bring attention to like some of the stupidity in both of them. But yeah, today really didn't happen. Like, as far as we know, nothing much happened in court. April 30th. They may have, from one of my colleagues up here on YouTube did say that they may have offered him a plea. And she used to work in law and the law enforcement. They may have offered him a plea, came back, and it just wasn't good enough. Because I don't think Will Wooten is budging on anything lenient whatsoever. I mean, how long would you sit? Leave it in the comment section. And y'all comment, please. Comment. It helps me get in the algorithm. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Helps me get out there. But how much time would you sit if you were facing all this time? How long do you think it would take before it broke you to just go ahead and plead guilty? That's a question. I think if I knew I was guilty and I got my discovery and I saw that they had all this, and I know my Cody flipped on me and gave them a stupid gangster amount of evidence against me, and they could tie it all back to me, I probably would just get my shit over with, and do what I can to just so I can actually walk out of prison one day, whether it be 70 years old, or I don't want to walk out at 80. So I can actually touch grass, like really touch grass again, have real food again. Like, can we, I've done like 2.5, almost 3 years. I can county with the type of money that Sonya is sending, and who knows if Dre's gonna keep sending him money like that, because it seemed like Dre might be sending him $100 every drop. I don't know, guys. How long could I sit? I'm not going in there with any of the sex crimes on my rep. I'm not doing that. So I understand him there. I really do think that if they were to drop all those other cases, he'd actually plead, try to work out something, like, tell his lawyer, go back to them and ask him for 5 to 7, do like, I don't know, whatever the minimum is in Georgia, but something. If I confess to everything. Serious. He's saying that he believes in God, but like even when I was in recovery, I'm still in recovery, but like in recovery, when you're like in alcoholism, you have to surrender yourself and be honest and let yourself and the world know and God know that I am guilty of overindulging and sinning in this. He's not being honest with himself yet, because he still doesn't think he did anything wrong. So that's why he's not seeing any progress or any movement. He's going to court every time it's just an extension, or, something new. So I don't know. I mean, for me, just to sit and know that I'm possibly, know that I'm, if we kind of know he's guilty of some of it, if not all, but some, if not all, but some, you know what I mean? He's guilty of some. So if he just keeps sitting, he's probably not going to see like a real trial until next year. And shout out to Shan, for she's often on Lady T Bug's channel. She did say that they probably could have offered him a plea, and they're just not updating it online because they want to keep it away from YouTube. But YouTube is the least of your worries. This is a public case. He committed his crimes out in public. Like, what if that's my kinfolks? What if my kinfolk is, they hurt themselves because this nigga stole all their money? They last $2. And now I'm trying to help, they did something to themselves and I got to recover. I need to know that justice is had. So, like, seriously, what if this is my kinfolk or my best friend, or my lady or my man? So I don't understand why they're pressing so hard to try to keep this off of the internet. It just is what it is. Because it's tied to Shirley Strawberry and Steve Harvey, but it's beyond them at this point. This nigga was a vast worldwide skimming and scammer and a gigolo. He was a gigolo. All right, I think rant over. Anyways, y'all, thanks for stopping by. If you stayed to the end of the video, please hit the like button. Let me know you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate y'all. And don't forget to check on your loved ones. You never know what they may be going through. Love ya. Bye.